my faithful guitar player Adam here, who's going to play some music for you. And what we're going to do first is that we're going to demonstrate the sound of the guitar direct to desk without going through the preamp, and then I'm going to flick a switch here very cleverly, and then you'll hear it coming through the preamp after that. Now the preamp. The tone controls, we've got the 3-band EQ here. Should we just do a quick demonstration of that? If you play down the bottom end of the guitar, we can demonstrate the bass control. It's working at 100 Hz, so it's quite a low frequency for a bass control to work. I'll take it off now. Bass just removing itself. And now the treble control, which is 10 kHz, really quite high, very crisp. I'll take it off. Okay, now the mid-band control, which is really quite important, is when it's set to 0, there's nothing happening. The frequency control doesn't work because there's no boost or cut happening. So what I'll do is we'll boost the mid-band a bit.
Kind of jazzier sound.
Yeah. So I'll take the frequency down to 150 Hz. So that's me boosting 150 Hz. Quite, as you say, quite jazzy. And I'll pull the frequency control up. Comes more nasally now.
Yeah. Perhaps
not so good for an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
Now we'll do a cut on the mid-range. Back to the middle because maybe a slight cut for that guitar of yours.
Yeah.
So now we can look at the effects. The first effect I've got here, there's 16 different effects, but the first one we've got is a hall reverb, and so I'll just start to turn this up. Now I'm going to turn it up quite high so that you really get the difference of the. And the program control, what we do is turn that off. This time we're controlling the decay of the reverb. So if you can just play some chop. As I turn it up, the decay increases. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll try a room reverb. I'll take the decay right off it, so it's a real slapback echo. And then increase the decay on that. Something you might use for Django Reinhardt. Now we can look for an echo. Alright, and so if you can give me a sharp chop again. And this time the program control controls the speed. Okay, and we can try a chorus. Again, the program control controls the speed of the chorus. And the rest of the effects are basically different reverbs. There's 3 plate reverbs, there are 3 hall reverbs and 3 room reverbs. So now,
yeah.
Adam, what does that do for you as a player?
It sounds warmer to me. I think with any bit of gear, you want it to kind of inspire you when you're playing, you know?
Okay.
And as soon as I played through this, started to do that, particularly with the heat control that you've got.
Okay, well that's turned off at the moment. So you want me to turn that up just now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it full up now.
Okay.
Back to the direct sound.
Okay.
Back to the preamp.
See, the heat control feels like it's doing this kind of natural compression.
Okay.
Like when I heard it the other day on a gig, it sounded to me like you were kind of with these old 70s desks, you know, when you really crank it and you get the saturation.
Right.
It feels that kind of a thing.
Okay.
Which is great, you know, that's what you want, is to give that a nice warm tone.
Right, okay. Right, so now we've got Adam playing a filed tenor guitar, which he uses for folk music and Scottish country dance music, that type of thing.
Like accompanying fiddle players or playing tunes, yeah.
Okay. So again, we're going to start with a preamp flat, and this time there's some high mids that could do with a wee bit removal, so you'll be able to hear that happening. So now, cutting, and then bring the frequency up to about 2 kilohertz. In some hall reverb. Right, now we've got Adam playing a lovely Dequisto archtop jazz guitar with flat wound strings. At the moment, the preamp's set flat on the EQ. So what we're going to do is, if Adam starts playing, I'll start to adjust the EQ so that we can achieve a softer, warmer tone, more like a jazz tone. First thing to do is to take the treble control and turn it off. A little more on the bass, and then lift the mid slightly and at about 150 Hertz. We can have a little bit more attack on it, and then a bit of room reverb. Adam's now switched to a nylon strung guitar, and all we're going to do is demonstrate a piece of music here, and I'm going to turn the heat control up and down so you can get an idea of the attack changing.
a bit for me.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration of this preamp and it's given you a real flavour of what it can do for you. If you want to know any more in the way of information, you can contact me on my website. It's www.dennismarshall.co.uk, or you can send me an email. The email address is on the website, or you can actually phone me and contact me directly. I'd be only too happy to speak to you and give you any extra information you want. We can talk about shipping or anything like that. And just to say thanks very much, and thanks to Adam for all his lovely playing. Buy one, please.